I've been involved in classic car restoration for a number of years now, and the one thing I've always found really sad is the fact that so many potentially brilliant projects end up started but never finished. They're left abandoned under tarpaulins and on axle stands simply to rust in peace. So I've decided to put my own restoration projects on hold for the time being, and over the next 12 months my mission is to help inspire and motivate some other enthusiasts to actually achieve their restoration dreams. 5 very different projects, all with fixed deadlines, and the clock's ticking. Coming up, 20-year-old Lizzie Bartlett's dream is to rescue a 1959 FROGYE Sprite from the scrap heap. Oh my God. How much did you pay for this?
Just over £1,000.
I can't believe! But the wreck is completely in bits, and this will be her first ever car project. And you're going to do everything on this.
I'm going to try my hardest.
Lizzie's going to need guts and determination to cope with this mammoth project.
If you can't get it square, you might as well chuck it in the scrap heap.
I want to anyway.
The joys of restoration.
I've travelled all the way to Grimsby to meet 20-year-old Lizzie Bartlett and find out about her wreck.
Hey!
That was a very good impersonation of a dog you just did. How are you?
All right, thank you.
Good. Who's this?
This is Buddy.
Hello, buddy. Where's the car?
It's just round the corner.
Lead the way.
Okie doke.
I'm a bit disappointed that you're not in your overalls working on it, so I have to tell you.
Well, I've been at work this morning.
Somebody's grafting down. This is Dad.
This is Dad, yeah. He's just helping me weld the dig up.
Lizzie's dad, Steve, knows a thing or two about car restoration, but is only helping her to get started. This'll be a unique project. My role, motivation and advice. All right, Dad. All right there. So you've already got Dad doing it for you?
Well...
A little bit or a lot of help?
A little, because she's going to do it herself.
Is that the rule?
That's the rule. She wanted it, she does it.
Do it yourself.
I work 7 days a week, so I just ask him for a bit of help. Now and again.
You carry on with that, because I need to have a look at this car. Should we unpack it? When was the last time it saw daylight?
It was about a week ago.
Right. Okay. So am I going to find something horrendous in it?
Well, when you have a look, I think you'll see.
Oh my God. Lizzie?
Yeah?
What have you gone and done?
I'm not sure.
Look at the state of it. I mean, at least when I buy an old car, it's still got paint on it.
Well, I wanted a bit of a challenge, so...
So this is exactly how it arrived?
It is, yeah. Everything like that.
How much did you pay for this?
Just over £1,000.
£1,000?
I actually brought my grandma to come and see it, and she said I'd want paying that for someone to take it away, not to actually buy one.
Lizzie, this is a total and utter shed. I can't believe it, Lizzie. I honestly can't believe it. I don't think I've ever seen a classic car in this state. Ever. And I mean that.
Bloody hell. What have I brought?
So did you actually check that you've got all the parts for this when you bought it?
Well...
You had to breathe in then, and that kind of worries me that you actually didn't. It's a great car. I mean, it's... Well, I'll rephrase that. It was a great car once.
It will be.
This cute little sports car coined its name from the frog-like eyes on its bonnet. Launched in 1958. Yes, pop lovers, the same year Hank Marvin and the Shadows burst onto the UK music scene. In its heyday, the FROGYE sold for £669. It represented great value for money. Spares were easily available as it was made up of other existing cars like the Morris Minor and the Austin A35. Lizzie has given herself just 10 months to complete the project in time for the Border Classic. This event attracts historic car enthusiasts from all over the country. Lizzie's whole family go every year. Only next May, she hopes to steal the show with her FROGYE restoration. But there's a heck of a lot of work to be done before then. And you're going to do everything on this.
I'm going to try my hardest.
Dad? Honest view when you saw this for the first time?
I'm glad it's not me tackling it. Yeah, it is a big task.
I reckon Lizzie will need Dad's help a lot more than she realises. Well, I think what we need to do is to start pulling it apart so we can have a better look at what you've kind of taken on here. If we lay out the bits, then we can work out what you've got and what you haven't got. Because I'm quite interested. You've got no idea, have you?
Yeah, I have.
You're very confident you've got all the bits, hey? Wager. Come on. There's a fiver that you haven't got all the bits you need. Right, so just take bits and lay them out where you think they go. It quickly becomes clear that Lizzie is well short of having all the parts she needs. This is, every restorer has to have a restorer's hat. See? Look at that.
Great.
That is perfect. That's a FROGYE Sprite restorer's hat. What parts she does have need a lot of work to restore. Look, Lizzie, the original mouth. Okay. Alright. Oh, hang on. They're fantastic, these bonnets. Who's driving then?
Me?
I'm not sure that's fair, Lizzie, because I've been driving longer than you have. There you go. See?
Yeah.
How's it feel? Good? Everything you imagined a FROGYE Sprite to be?
And more.
Are you still man enough for it, Lizzie?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Not going to be beat.
Have you ever driven a FROGYE Sprite?
No.
So you don't even know what they're like to drive? Great purchase.
It could be.
So when have you got to have this car ready?
10 months.
40 weeks. The very best of luck, Lizzie. That's all I can say. It's not a good sign, is it?
It'll go back on.
Okay.
Put them under the front, Liz. Just under that bit.
Yeah.
Down with it.
Steve's contribution, the jig, is designed to hold the car rigidly in place so Lizzie can cut the old panels away and replace them with new ones. The body is a monocoque shell, which means it hasn't got a separate chassis. All the body panels interrelate like a 3D jigsaw to give the body its inherent strength. But if you start cutting out panels like the sills, you can end up with the body twisting.
Slide through that short line at your end, Dad.
First, though, the jig needs welding.
That's it.
Something Lizzie has never done before. I hope she's a quick learner. If she can't weld, the project will go nowhere.
Get all that round there.
Yeah.
Use that finger to pull your trigger.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I volunteer to clear out the family garage, which will become Lizzie's workshop for the next 10 months. How does anybody restore a car in such a tiny space? Right, let's go and get us a body shell. Lizzie, your new garage awaits you. I've evicted your brother. My God, that's good. Very good. Is that your first go?
It is.
I was surprised at how good it was.
The big test, of course, is... That is really good, Lizzie. How many horsepower is this car?
Not enough.
Right, you into second yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, turning left at the end, Lizzie, please. Thank you. We're off. Right, I've got to do a reversing manoeuvre here, Lizzie. Yeah.
Yeah, now the other way.
Luckily, the FROGYE fits with just inches to spare. Yeah? Are you all right, the plank your side? Goodness knows how Lizzie will have room to work on the car over the winter months. Steve, do you think I was a bit hard on Lizzie about this car?
He's taken a light-hearted attitude out of it now and brought her down to earth with a bump. I think that it's not Dad telling her now that it's a wreck and it'll take a lot of doing, it's somebody else.
I just think it's amazing. I would have never, at her age of 20, I would have never had the balls to even consider working on a car like this.
That's what I think I would have done.
I've advised Lizzie to draw up a work schedule and a budget. I'm shocked, though, to discover she set aside just £3,000 for the whole project.
When I bought my car, I thought, really, I need all the money I can get. So I'm just working 7 days a week just to raise any money I can.
For Lizzie to have any chance of completing the project in 40 weeks, she'll have to manage her time very carefully, working 5 days a week as a nursery